All right, let's go to the next overreaction. Don't lose hope yet. We don't know. At JTB1012, hashtag I don't want to overreact, but oh no, I don't like this.
Yeah.
CJ Fraud is upon us.
Oh no,
motherfucker almost pulled off the Dahn Orlovsky to lose the game. Oh yeah, and Bobby Slowick, he sucks. Interior offensive line, they suck. D'Amico Ryan, kind of sucks.
Whoa.
Still like D'Amico, but
He's not there yet, but everybody else, I can do without, says JTB. CJ Fraud instead of CJ Stroud. Was there a lot of people saying that?
There's a decent amount of people, but I'd say more so than Bobby Slowick is basically saying, like, hey, you know, everyone kissed this guy's ass last year and talked about how good he was. This guy's ruining CJ Stroud's career.
I did see that Dahn Orlovsky was trending yesterday. And I did see he did a type response.
Yeah, thank God.
Whenever CJ Stroud in the fourth quarter, 1:15 left, tries to get around, gets sacked out of bounds. He ran out of bounds for safety. Pressure was on him, though, trying to make a play. 3rd and 17.
There's a guy on him.
I mean, what are we doing?
It's nowhere near the same as Dahn Orlovsky.
No, I've been seeing.
Just would like that to be said. But every once in a while, when you're trying to make a play, you're going to get caught up. You're going to get lost. Just like Dahn Orlovsky.
That's right.
Now, Jared Allen was potentially the one that Dahn Orlovsky heard and got caught up in. Oh, shit. Real cowboy.
Yeah.
There's a real rancher here. Look at that mullet. I can feel it.
Running after him.
He was.
The lasso.
He was.
Yep.
And Dan says, shit. And he runs out of bounds like a doofus for 15 yards.
Yes.
But he didn't. That's not his fault.
No.
He got caught up in it.
Sure.
CJ got caught up in it, too. That's all that happened.
Yeah, I love CJ. Did he get caught up in it, or did he just run into that guy?
Well, there wasn't any room, you see.
Yeah,
It bottled him
but
up.
there
Yeah,
wasn't
it
really
was a good
anyone
rush.
in his face.
I feel like
either.
we've been seeing more of this.
What? Lack of...
No, just running out of like
Jimmy G did it.
G, I saw it earlier this year too. I don't know what it
Where
is,
is Jimmy G?
but yeah, we're at the point where and
He's in
CJ
LA.
Stroud's still young. I think still will have a
Yeah.
great career, but he's kind of getting into that territory in the season at least, where kind of like what you see in the NBA, where you have a bad game, they start putting out those lookalike pictures. And
I saw that 50-year-old man that looks like him.
So,
That guy does look like him.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Paul. I've been seeing Jaden Daniels, fake Jaden breakdance to get on my timeline.
Oh,
so
that
that's
guy's
just
good.
part of it.
It's a sophomore slump. That
You're in the
happens.
limelight for sure.
Yeah, and also, Houston Texans still in the lead in the AFC South.
It also did not help that him and Micah were just on every show imaginable this summer.
Well, they did have their own show in which they traveled around.
Sure.
Good show.
I went to Japan. I saw him with some sumo wrestlers.
Yes, they were.
People just don't love when you do that and lose. If you win, it's fine.
I knew immediately, as soon as I started my social media shit, I was 3 shanks away from getting fired. Like, that's just how it is. If you're going to draw extra attention to yourself, you're going to have to be good. Because if you're not good, you're a distraction, not only to the team, but to yourself, and you're not focused fully on ball. That's just a matter of fact and how it's going to be. So you got to hope that your team does well, especially if you're going to do all the other shit.
Yeah.
Now, if you're doing all the other shit and your team's not good, that's a decision you're making. You know, you're setting yourself up to get
Killed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you should always be preparing for what your next job is going to be, thinking about it, you know. But if you're enacting on it while doing this particular job, it's hard for people to feel bad for you because they think you got 1 foot out, 1 foot in. And if you're going to be in, we need 2 feet in. You know, that's kind of how it goes, which is why you need to play well if you're going to be doing extracurricular shit. And I know I am potentially a person that did that. And now one of the main reasons why I retired is because I wanted to pay more attention to shit that wasn't punting balls on 4th downs whenever the offense failed. And there's only 32 of those jobs. You have to be respectful of said job that like played a part of it, just like everything else. You know, if you're playing good, nobody cares. If you guys stink, everybody cares. That is just that's football, baby.
That's football.
That is literally football.
Game.
CJ Stroud was the greatest teammate, greatest quarterback, greatest football player there could possibly be. Now they're calling him CJ Fraud.
Yeah, it's messed up.
I mean,
That quick.
happens
That's how it
quick.
happened.
Happens quick.
That's great. Austin Siebert, the kicker for the Commanders.
Whew.
I believe it was September 15th. He was signed to the Commanders. He had 7 field goals to win them a game against the Giants, I think. They carried him off the field. Carried him off the field on shoulders. This guy is our hero. Yesterday, misses 2 extra points, gets one blocked, has a kickoff to the house on him. Get this guy the fuck out of our game.
I mean, Fairbairn in Houston.
Taimi, same conversation.
Same thing.
4th quarter, this guy's made every single kick seemingly for him. 4th quarter, has a chance to tie it up. Miss. Anybody can miss.
Very close.
That's the NFL, baby.
Tough.
Good luck to all you guys.
luck.
Tough job.
It is.
Tough job.
Prove it every week.
Great game. Tough job.